Hi, I'm Vance, and welcome back to Repair and Replace. In this episode, I'll show you how to replace the blower motor in a gas furnace. When the burner is lit, the blower fan is delayed from running to allow the heat exchanger to warm up. This prevents the furnace from circulating cold air. The blower fan then pushes the air over the heat exchanger and circulates it around your home. If the blower motor is receiving power and still won't turn, then the motor might be seized or burnt out. Some motors use a capacitor to energize the auxiliary winding. This creates a magnetic phase shift, providing the torque needed to turn the rotor. Capacitors can weaken or fail over time, preventing the motor from running or starting properly. So it's recommended to also replace the capacitor when replacing a motor. To begin, you might need a socket wrench or nut driver, an adjustable wrench, and gloves. When working on your furnace, always shut off the power and close the gas valve. Remove the top cover panel. Many furnaces use a push lock or twist lock, but some furnaces will require a screwdriver or a socket wrench. Now remove the blower cover panel. When accessing the blower assembly, it's best to wear cut-resistant gloves. Sheet metal can have sharp edges, so be careful. Next, unscrew the mounting screws. You might have to remove the control board if it's mounted in front of the blower. First, take a picture so you'll know how to reconnect the wires afterwards. Now, disconnect the motor wires. Unscrew and set the control board off to the side. Now, slide the blower assembly out. First, loosen the screw that secures the blower wheel to the motor shaft. Now, flip the assembly over. Always assume capacitors are charged, as there is a risk of a serious electrical shock. You can place a resistor or screwdriver with an insulated handle across each terminal. This will short out and discharge the capacitor. Now, disconnect the wires and remove the capacitor. The capacitance, expressed in microfarads, is a rating of how much energy can be stored in the capacitor. This should be matched exactly. The voltage rating refers to the maximum voltage that it can handle. You can use a capacitor with an equal or higher voltage rating, but never with a lower rating, as this can result in capacitor failure. Next, use a socket wrench to remove the mounting screws holding the motor to the housing. Now, remove the motor. Take note and mark the position of the motor in the mounting bracket. Unscrew the bracket screws and remove the motor. The motor nameplate is the key for finding a replacement, as it lists the model number and electrical specs of the motor. In some cases, the model number can be used to find an OEM motor or a direct cross-reference. If needed, you can still use the motor specifications to find a proper replacement. First, match the physical specs. This includes the motor diameter, shaft size, and mounting type. Then, match the electrical specs, which includes horsepower, voltage, amps, RPM, rotation, motor type, and capacitor size. Slide the new motor into the bracket and align the position with the mark. Now tighten the bracket screws. Slide the motor shaft into the blower wheel. Now align the holes in the mounting bracket and tighten the screws. Center the blower wheel and align the flat side of the motor shaft and tighten the set screw. Now reconnect the ground wire and replace the capacitor. Align the rails and slide the blower assembly into place. Next, secure the control board and reconnect the wires. Now, tighten the mounting screws. Many furnaces have a switch that cuts power to the furnace if the blower cover is open, so make sure that the panel is properly aligned and secure. Now, replace the upper cover. Next, open the gas valve. Now, turn on the power to your furnace. The furnace should be running normally. If you like this and want to see more tutorials and informational videos, then subscribe to our channel. And if you need help, you can call or visit an Amory location to talk with our knowledgeable staff. Thanks for watching.